The city of San Francisco is now requiring booster shots to all cruise travelers coming in to the city via cruise ship. What does this mean, and could this be a game changer for the cruise industry? Hey everyone, what's up? My name is Jordan. If you are new to the channel, this is JJ Cruise. We are a cruise channel all about the obsession that is cruise travel, and we are kicking the year off here in 2022 with a lot of cruise news. There's a lot going on in the industry. If you've been paying attention at all, you'll notice that things are changing rapidly yet again. If 2021 didn't bring enough changes, I don't know what 2022 is going to bring, but we want to get into this news today. Before we do, I do just want to invite you to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers here, and you could be a part of that journey for us. I thank you in advance for hitting that subscribe button. Also, hit the like button. Give this video a like if you want to see more cruise news from the channel. All right, let's talk about this news, because although this news is kind of coming in quietly, I think this could be a huge game changer for the cruise industry, and I want to talk about why. So recently, San Francisco has updated their mandates and guidelines for those traveling into the city via cruise ship. That means if you're on a cruise and you're supposed to dock in San Francisco, you now have to have a booster shot to get off the ship and go explore. So fully vaccinated for San Francisco is 2 or 3 shots, depending on, of course, what provider you got vaccinated with. Now, this all came after the Ruby Princess recently docked in San Francisco with 12 positive cases. That sparked a random test. They tested 25% of the passengers. They said that everyone who did test positive was asymptomatic or had very mild symptoms. Keep in mind, most of these people should have at least been fully vaccinated with 1 Johnson & Johnson or 2 shots of another type of vaccine. Well, this was a red flag for the city of San Francisco, and they worked with the cruise lines to basically decide if cruise ships are going to continue coming into the city, everyone aboard that cruise ship must be fully vaccinated, including getting their booster. Now, why could this be a game changer for the cruise industry? Well, I want to take a look back at what happened earlier this summer. We know that cruises started back up in June, here in North America at least. And at that point, I want to remind you, the vaccine requirement was only for those 18 and older. If you were the age of 18 or up, you had to be fully vaccinated to cruise. However, what happened? We saw one island basically change it and change the mandate that ended up being the new normal for the cruise industry, and that was the Bahamas. The country of the Bahamas decided that 18 and up was not good enough, and that those who were 12 and up traveling to the island must be fully vaccinated. At that point, we didn't know what was going to happen. A lot of people were like, oh shoot, well, maybe cruise lines will just stop going to the Bahamas. But then everybody remembered that most cruise lines have their private islands in the Bahamas, and that this law was going to be applied to those private destinations as well. So we basically, over the summer, saw each cruise line begin to update their vaccine requirements and make it required that those 12 and up be fully vaccinated. This caused a lot of chaos. Of course, anytime there is a big change in the cruise industry, people have problems. And listen, I know the amount of changes that have been coming the last 2 years have been intense and extreme and uncomfortable for all of us. I will be the first to say that it seems like every time I turn my head, there is a new requirement or something else that has changed within the industry. But this is the question that I want to put out there, and the thing that I think could change the update, the mandates for all the cruise lines. Will this San Francisco booster requirement catch wildfire and become the new normal for other destinations? Do we think that the Bahamas is like days, weeks away from requiring a booster to travel? I think that it's very, very possible, and I think we could definitely see this start to happen. And once the destinations start updating their mandates, the cruise lines have no other choice but to follow suit. And that is because any cruise line that's sailing from a U.S. port must make a stop at another destination. That's the law. So if the cruise lines have nowhere to go, cruises to nowhere is not an option for cruise lines here out of the United States. It's not something that is possible, and it's not something that is legal, to be honest. So I think that we could start to see these mandates begin to change. Now, what does this mean for your cruise? I'm just going to say this and put this out there. Of course, we don't know what's going to happen. However, the last time cruise lines made this change and said, we're going to move the requirement for vaccination from age 12 or from 18 to 12, they did it without a lot of notice, which resulted in a lot of people having to cancel their cruise. There's other creators on YouTube that I know of that had to cancel cruises because they had teenagers that could not go on the ship with them. So I say that because in the chance that boosters are going to become a requirement for people, it may behoove you to sign up to get your booster so that you will be able to travel flawlessly and without any issue. Now, I am not giving medical advice. I'm not, telling you go get your booster shot, but I am telling you if you want to travel and you are out there really excited about your upcoming cruise in February or March, you just might want to take into consideration what we saw happen in 2021 and know it's a possibility for 2022. Booster requirements could be right around the corner. Again, I don't know. With Omicron, it seems like everything is up in the air. We've seen a lot of cancellations this week for cruises. Obviously, Royal Caribbean coming out and canceling 4 of their ships' itineraries for the next several weeks. So, of course, this is rapidly changing, and this could take a dramatic shift, I think, at any point in time. I did just want to share this news, though, because I think it's really important for us to remember, again, what happened in 2021 and what we could see happen here in 2022. If you haven't gotten your booster, you might want to consider making an appointment. I know at least where I live, appointments to get your vaccine are readily available and very much out there and easy to get. Testing? Not so much. So if you are going on a cruise ship, my advice to you would be schedule your tests in advance, because at least here, for me to go get a test, it's about a week's time. Well, thank you so much for watching today. I do want to invite you to leave your comments down below and let me know what you think of this new requirement. I know that this could be a game changer. I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that, we stop seeing these dramatic shifts and changes in the cruise industry here soon. But let me know what you think. Do you think that this is right? Do you think that boosters are going to start to become the new normal here in the US or here at ports and destinations on cruise ships? Do you think I'm way off base here, and do you think I'm wrong? Please let me know and discuss. The comments are open for you to leave your thoughts and opinions, and I invite you to do so. I also invite you again to subscribe. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. I thank you so much for watching today. It means the world to us. From all of us here at JJ Cruise, we wish you a very, very happy Tuesday.